The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel welcomes you to this edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Weekly Update, brought to you by...
Each week, our community makes history. Each week, you make history. And each week, there's only one source to turn to for the first take on history. You know what that is? Subscribe to the Sentinel right now to discover the history being made in your own backyard.
The Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. More than just your news, it's your history.
Welcome, everyone, to today's edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Update. I'm Chris Carosa, publisher of the Mendon-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel, and each week we bring you the goings-on in the towns and villages that we cover. This week, we'll be starting with John Moffat in the town of Mendon. John, what's moving in Mendon?
Well, as always, glad to be here. Thanks for having me. Couple of things. First of all, Election Day is coming up on Tuesday, November the 4th. And just a reminder to all Mendon residents that there are two polling places, depending on which district you live in. There is the Mendon Fire Department and the Community Center in the village of Honeoye Falls. St. Catherine's, that used to be a polling place, is no longer a polling place for Mendon. Early voting begins, and the two closest to Mendon, where there's a polling place in Henrietta and one in Pittsford. They have various hours depending on the day. Please go to the Monroe County website if you are interested in early voting. And just a reminder that you do have to be registered to vote in order to early vote. New York State, it's been to through the court system to move local elections to even year elections. It was just upheld at the appeals level. And in my personal opinion, it will mute local issues when we have local elections the same year as presidential and Congress elections. But those are the rules. And so not everybody, but some of the people that'll be on the ballot on November 4th will only have one-year terms. It's a little confusing. Let's see, Halloween's coming up. So I just want to remind everybody to be safe and watch out for the children when they're out and about. Just also a reminder that the town does not set the date or the time for trick-or-treating. And lastly, Veterans Day also coming around the corner in November. There is a ceremony at the Four Corners in Honeoye Falls at 11 o'clock. One of the nicest things we do locally here. My compliments to Legion Falls Post 664. They always do a great job. And immediately following is the luncheon for all veterans down at the Community Center / Legion. And a reminder that that's immediately following the ceremony, and it's open to any veterans and their families. There's no residency requirement. You don't have to prove that you're a veteran. If you show up and you'd like a meal, we're going to serve you. And that covers it. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, John. Well, we have this in from Rick Milne, mayor of Honeoye Falls. He says that the village of Honeoye Falls would like to thank the volunteers that supported the efforts for the Songs for Stills benefit concert and fundraiser. You did a fantastic job in managing a busy event, which was very successful. Thank you to the local businesses and families that provided items for the raffle baskets and silent auction items. Lastly, thank you to the many people that attended the event to support the cause. This was a great community event. Kudos to Toady-Acton Western New York Girl Scouts for their efforts in hosting and conducting the very popular Honeoye Falls Pumpkin Festival. What a fantastic event it was. The Honeoye Falls Mendon Historical Society Museum at Harry Ellen Drive will be painted starting this coming week. The parking lot area will be partially closed at the museum while this work is being completed. We look forward to seeing this building spruced up again. Thank you to both our volunteer members and per diem paid staff that serve the Honeoye Falls Fire Department and Honeoye Falls Mendon Ambulance. We are very lucky to have these great organizations serving our community. We appreciate all they do. That's from Rick Milne, Mayor of Honeoye Falls. And now it's over to Mike Falk, Town Supervisor for Lima. Mike, what's going on in Lima?
There we go. Hi, Chris. Thanks for having us again. So all kinds of things going on. As Supervisor Moffett mentioned, yes, the terms are changing. So that means that right now the 6 seats that are up here in Lima, 2 judges and 2 town board members and myself and the highway super, are now 3-year terms instead of 4. This will put us on the same cycle as the presidential election next time. The next time town board seats are up in 2 years, they will also be on a 3-year cycle, which will then sync them up with the gubernatorial race that would be coming. The Lima's VFW Post 26 is going to be hosting the Marine Corps birthday on November 10th, the actual day, at the normal barbecue from 4 to 6. We just had a successful hosting of the Navy birthday on the 13th. So this is the last in the cycle of 3. So the Marine Corps birthday celebration, we're going ahead and providing food and soft drinks and cake cutting, cash bar, and it is open to, of course, all Marines, but also all veterans and anybody else who is interested in attending. The trunk or treat is coming to Town Hall on October 31st, 6 p.m., same as it has been in past years. There will be a turkey raffle at Legion Post 282 on November 1st at 5 p.m. You can win turkeys, and also they will be having meat packages from Duval Farms. The same day is the pork dinner at the Lima Presbyterian Church, starting from 4 and going until 6, takeout only. Pork dinners are $18, and they do appreciate your support. On November 8th, Operation Christmas Child is going to be holding a dance here at the town hall to raise money in order to pay for postage to send shoebox packages around the globe to children in need. It is from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., and the cost per person is $5. I hope that everybody in the town can turn out. It is English country dancing, so there will be some lessons, and then everybody will get a chance to go ahead and try it. Our Veterans Day celebration at the Four Corners on November 11th at 11 a.m. Just as always, luncheon will be at Legion Post 282 at 12:30. We have had a few maintenance-related issues, and so I would like to address them. At our last town board meeting, a letter was discussed, and I don't think that anybody really understood what it meant. It was a letter from the Federal Department of Transportation that said that we were supposed to have refiled for our DOT numbers, which you see on the doors of large trucks. We were supposed to have refiled for those in 2024. Apparently, we did not. And so we received a letter saying, well, you still have to file for your numbers, and you're now subject to a $10,000 fine. The person, of course, who's responsible for that kind of thing is the highway superintendent. And of course, the former highway superintendent quit back in July. This lands squarely on his shoulders. We are working with the new highway superintendent to get this corrected. And once the actual fine notice comes in, then we will argue it and try to get it argued down. Mission critical maintenance, though, is a big deal. But my background in the Army was I started off as a maintenance officer, and of course everything there is mission critical, and you're trying to keep everything running so that when you get that call that you've got to go now, your equipment is ready to go with you now. locally, we have all of these snow plows that when they need to go plow snow, they need to go plow snow. And so our highway department does a great job of the preventive maintenance and making sure that things that need to go to the shop go to the shop to get corrected. We did recently here in Lima, our new ambulance came up with an engine light on and was taken in for maintenance. The engine indicator indicated a low oil condition. When the mechanic was asked where the leak in the system was, he said there was no leak. The ambulance had been run for 13,000 miles, plus all of the idling at the different spots and places. So the engine hours were quite high. Once to be plain, it was never taken in for an oil change. The factory oil filter was still on it. It had been a couple of years, and they had cooked the oil down to next to nothing. With that particular kind of engine, the next thing in the cycle is there's a low oil sensor, and the ambulance would have been running, and it simply would have shut the engine off. Maintenance is a huge deal, and we have to pay attention to it all the time. And I have already spoken with Mayor Skiptunis about the condition, and he is working diligently to try to get the maintenance program corrected. And that's all I've got, Chris.
Thanks, Mike. That's actually good advice for anybody, not just if you run a town. You got a car, you got to take care of that oil. Biggest problem that people have. John, anything that you've got to add, or you all set? Nope. Coming
I think I just had my oil change yesterday, so I think
Oh, okay. You passed the test. All right. Well, thank you all for being here, and thank you all for watching. This program airs every Sunday at 1 p.m. on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Like the page, subscribe to the channel, and those platforms will notify you when the program begins. Otherwise, you can read the transcript in next week's paper. That's all for now. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Imagine yourself communicating with a difference. Pan-Dimensional Solutions helps you do this. Whether live spectator events, taped broadcasts, or real-time audience-engaging programs, you can benefit immediately from the tools Pan-Dimensional Solutions will share with you. Do you want to make a difference? Contact us at pandimensional.com.